Hello scientists, this is Mrs. Garcia here going over our work on day 11 of our Learning at Home packet. Let's take a look at what we're working on today. Ready? Let's take a look. Here we go. It says you're going to do an inquiry activity. So it's kind of like a fun activity where you're kind of like investigating something today, right? And it says you're going to be investigating games with light and sound. You will investigate how games use light and sound. Now it says here, make a prediction. A prediction is kind of like when you make a guess, right? Like a smart guess about something. And it says here, how do games use light and sound? So I was thinking, as a scientist, and I was thinking about all the games that I like to play that have light and sound. And you know what I was thinking? That sometimes games will use light and sound to tell you, like if you get a point, like I'm thinking about even like when you get a point on Dojo, right, boys and girls, it goes ding, right? So you have the little ding sound. Well, sometimes games have like a little ding sound too to show that you've gotten a point, or sometimes the sound or the light might say that you lost a point, right? So that's what I wrote today. There's other guesses that you can put here as well, but this is what I put for mine. This is what I was thinking. Games use sound and light to let you know if you got a point or lost a turn. So those are some things that I was thinking about. There's other things too. Like afterwards, I was also thinking that sometimes games will use a timer to tell you that time is up. Yeah, so sometimes there'll be like a buzzer, buzz, right? And then the time is up, or a light will flash of some sort. So let's take a look at what we're gonna be doing as scientists today, right? Let's take a look here at this second part here. I always like to read the directions very carefully. So it says, think of a video game or a board game that uses light and sound. How does the game use light and sound? So you're going to be thinking about how does it use light or sound. So I don't have one here with light, but Miss Garcia did find a game. Does anybody know this game? It's called Perfection. This game uses sound, and I'm going to model for you how do you do this. So you put the timer on, right? A little timer here, and then, oops, and then you press the start button, and you're supposed to take these little shapes and put them all in the right places before time's up. So let me just show you how it works really quickly. So I have some shapes to put in here. Oh, that's not the right one. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see. Oh, my buzzer. I hear all this, the noise that it's making. It's telling me that the clock is ticking. Nope. Nope. There's another one that looks just like it. Oh, here. Okay. Ah! No, that doesn't fit there. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oops. Oh, this one looks like a little rainbow. Okay. Did you hear that? It made a big popping sound and everything went flying all around. So this game uses, this one uses sound, right? Now, you guys have to think of one that can use, or a board game that uses light and sound. So how does a game use light and sound? How does the game? So the game that I'm talking about, it uses a timer, right? The timer makes a sound, and then it makes a pop when the time is up. So let me see. This game uses a timer, sound, to let you know the time you have left, and a pop sound when time is up. I was thinking about another game. I just don't have it here, but has anyone ever played the game Operation? So it kind of looks like it has a picture of a body, and then you have to take little tweezers and put pieces of the body back inside the little surgeon, where you're working like a doctor, like a surgeon, putting the little pieces and taking care. And you have to make sure that you don't touch the edges of the body, right? Otherwise it'll make a buzz and the nose will pop up red to let you know that you've lost your turn, right? That's another one that you can also use here, or any other video game. You guys probably have so many games at home, more than Mrs. Garcia, right? All right, so then it says, you can design your own game that uses light and sound. How would you use light and sound in your game? So you're gonna kind of be like an inventor of sorts, right? Kind of coming up with your own game, and you have to think about how you can use light and sound to communicate with the players, right? Let's take a look at what you're doing here on the other page. Let's read the directions there. So now we kind of did our little predictions. We thought about the games. Let's see here what we have next. It says, design your own game. How would it use sound, light, or both to communicate? Tell about your game. So think about a game that you would like to create, right? To make, design it, right? Think about a game that you can play. I'm sure you guys love playing games, right? Especially now that you're home. You can think of different things that you can use. And then it says, draw what your game would look like. Label the parts that use light or sound. So you're gonna tell about your game, and you're gonna draw about your game. And who knows, one day, maybe this game can be the next big thing, right? You never know, boys and girls. That's exactly what scientists do all day, right? They think about new things, new technologies, all kinds of new inventions. So go out and be a great scientist, and I can't wait to see what you design.